Yeah. Man, that dude remixed all the songs that made him good, man. Why they got it? Man, Diddy, come on, man. Come on, Diddy. What's going on with Diddy, man? This is insane. This is crazy. So let's talk about the Florida condo crisis. Now, the Florida condo crisis scenario has been going on for a while. And if you bought a condo anywhere, the situation in Florida where the condo crumbled to the ground and because of deferred maintenance, now when a bank is trying to finance your condo, they want to make sure that the condo has reserves and they're able to basically take care of any type of maintenance or issues that come up. And you have to not only have the money in the reserves, the HOA has to have the reserves. It's very interesting. So let's look at this story.
Our southern weather is
Come
unpredictable.
on.
We know you've seen a thing or two.
Just wanted to ask, what's that? So this is a CFO of a property of the company going to come in and talk about how condos are buckling under the weight of rising insurance after new laws were implemented following the Surfside tragedy. So new laws had actually happened. I want to know what the new laws are because when we've been selling condos, it has been some concerns. Like you want to make sure we have those things in place. Let's talk about it. Let's see what you got to say. Come on, get your internet right. Sounds like from Florida condo crisis. Why that's coming up? Let's scroll here. A looming deadline this year for assessments has forced many owners to sell their homes. So a lot of those condos have not been up to date on assessments. So since the guidelines for banks have went up, now they're creating the new laws. A lot of homeowners that thought they were okay are getting hit with huge assessment bills. Now, assessment can be thousands of dollars. I just heard one guy was talking about he's got hit with a $20,000 assessment, right? And they're not taking many payment plans with this. So if you're just imagine you're on a fixed income, you get hit with a high assessment. So this is a unique scenario. Um, we've asked him if he would support lawmakers convening before the end of the year to help with the problem, if something the governor, Ron DeSantis, hinted at during the roundtable discussion this week in South Florida. So that's going to be interesting. So if you're buying a condo, be concerned about the number one question you want to ask if you're buying a condo is the HOA solid? Does the HOA have reserves? Do they even have a management company? You'll be surprised at how many HOAs don't even have a management company. And they're just basically willy-nilly, they're taking money and not doing any of the work. And you're having to do all the work on the exterior. And the next question you want to ask, do they cover insurance on the exterior of the property? Those are the main questions you want to ask if you're buying a condo, which is very important because if you're buying a condo, there's HOAs in the if you look at the covenant rules and laws, you want to always get the bylaws when you're buying a condo. And when you get the bylaws, it tells you all the rules and regulations and what percentage of the condo you own, really. Because if you have a condo attached to that property, you're not going to be able to sell that property until that HOA provides you with a actual closing letter. Now, what a closing letter is basically them giving you a clearance of all the liens and the dues that's due. So you want to make sure you have a way out and that you're covered when you buying a condo anywhere. It don't have to be just Florida. This is happening around the country because lenders are doing these deals around the country. They don't want to get stuck with a scenario where they have a property that the HOA is not sound and they get stuck in the property. And now they're just stuck out there. It's crazy. Let's go to our next story. We're going to talk about the ATL squatters. Let's talk about the squatters. You know what a squatter is? A squatter is a person that take over your property without your approval. Let's talk about Atlanta. Atlanta got an issue with squatters